It's different. I think that we're great at apologizing. If our woman is about to walk out and we have to apologize, nigga, we become
that's different.
No, I'm just saying. But we are what?
That's everybody.
I would apologize.
That's duress. That's like when I'm under when at the last moment I'll finally apologize because she's about to go out the door.
You be hanging your hat on shit that is not wrong, right? Like I'm not never going to say majority of men know how to apologize. What I will say is it is a thing, the girl apology. Like we didn't come up with that.
No, but the dude apology is what I just described.
But we
why
got that.
are
But
we
that's,
talking
that's
about
no, I mean, that's the thing. I didn't make that up. I didn't make that up.
I've never heard that be a thing. The dude apology.
Never.
I literally.
You just made it up, nigga.
I did
You've never heard that either.
You never heard it.
You've never heard the dude apology. All right, so what is the dude apology?
Yeah. He just said
Are you hungry?
I know.
I'm sorry that you felt that way, and in fact, not only is it not something
off the dome.
Not only is it something I made up. Go watch The Office. There's a moment where Kelly Kapoor actually
That's not.
That's
Just give him a little soundtrack.
Hey, Big Mark. Now go ahead and get the shit
So
off.
the Office of Kelly Kapoor, yeah.
No, because you said I made it up, so I'm saying I'm going to give you an actual example.
I'm a fan of The Office. Go.
Right. So when she says he's giving a dude apology, Ryan does it to me all the time. Oh, I'm sorry you feel. Right. So I didn't just make it up.
Got it.
That's I'm using that as an example. So I didn't just make it up. But the point is, the dude apology is I'm sorry you felt that way. It's to not take accountability for our role in making them feel that way. It's a classic thing that people talk about all the time. I didn't just make that up. Now, and I'm saying, I'm not saying
that happens for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that women don't. My issue is everybody has this problem, but we tend to stigmatize certain people.
But you're acknowledging that there's a girl apology.
This boy right here.
I just want to know why we even talking about the
you
dude
are
apology.
acknowledging
Because of Mark.
No.
Because of Mark.
Here's why.
Look at Mark.
Here's why. Right? It's like if I were to say, you know, black people really spend more than they make. Right? Everybody spends more than they make. But as soon as I say black people, now it sounds like it's a unique black people problem. There's something wrong with black people. So and if a white person said, they'd be like, wait a minute, white people, this shit's fucked up too. My point is everybody's fucked up, but if we only sound like women are fucked up.
We're not doing
But
that.
we're talking about
a woman
but
who gave a bad apology.
He said women are bad at apologies, not people are bad at. You can just say people are bad at apologies, and she's one of them.
But we talking about women. Let's just keep.
No, we talking
let's talk about people.
But it's nothing about her being
Not women. It's a very big conversation.
But it's nothing about her being a woman that made her bad at it. It's just being a person in a relationship. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
We won't broach it. All right, we can leave.
Okay.
All right, hold on. She's Christian, right? For example, let's say she's Christian, right?
We don't know, man.
It's a hypothetical.
Baby named Halo might be.
All right, so I could say, based on that, I could be, well, Christians are bad at apologies. Look at Haley, right? But that wouldn't make sense because nothing about her Christianity that made her do that. I could say people from this city are like that. Ain't got nothing to do with it. It's the fact that she's a human being and people are bad at making apologies.
Do women have a hard time taking accountability?
I think all people have a bad time.
I ask you a direct question, yes or no?
But no. Yes.
You got him.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me ask you.
Don't ask me no question. I can't. Don't ask me no question.
No, here's a better way of wording your stupid ass fucking question.
Whoa.
Do you think that women have a more difficult time taking accountability than men do? And the answer is fucking no.
And the answer is no. That's the
answer is motherfucking no. The answer is fucking no because you guys do not know every single person on this fucking earth.
Neither do you. Neither do you.
People, just level the fucking playing field.
But you didn't just do it. You did not. You said men have a harder time taking accountability than women. That is exactly what she said.
That is not what I just fucking said.
She said, do you think women have a harder time than men? And the answer is no.
She answered it.
She said the answer is no.
So it's not people then, it's one or the other.
No, it's not.
Hold on, listen. She said, do you think men have a harder time? She said, no, meaning they're the same. She's saying they're the same.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm literally saying they're the fucking same.
Right.
Literally saying they're the same.
Let me ask you a question, Mark.
Okay.
If we're up here and all the men up here take accountability, but the one person never takes accountability, that's a woman, where are we basing our judgment off of?
And you didn't vote.
Maybe.
I'm asking you a question. Answer it directly.
I'm answering it directly.
All men up here that's up here, we all take accountability, but the person that's a woman up here has a hard time taking accountability.
Are you talking about me?
I'm asking you, Mark.
I don't have enough information about the situation. But I wouldn't assume that whatever the issue is because she's a woman.
It's not a diss. It's not a diss.
Are you?
Mel,
Yeah, it is.
You just cursed me. It's not a diss.
Yeah,
to you.
it is.
Mel, I'm not. Mel, you have a hard time taking accountability.
No, I do not.
Mel,
You know what? Y'all motherfuckers abuse the shit out of that fucking phrase.
Okay.
Calm down with that shit.
Got you, Mel.
Let's say hypothetically that's true, right? I don't know anything about y'all's situation. But even if that were true, and I'm not saying it is, I don't know nothing about y'all's situation.
Got it.
That doesn't mean it's because she's a woman.
It means just the person that she is.
I don't know the situation.
That's logical.
You're right.
Look,
okay.
Keep that same logic when you start talking about other shit, though. Because under that same exact guise, then you can start to, with your racial shit when it came to Kamala Harris, then that same exact logic is supposed to be applicable there. And you pick and choose, though.
How so?
Because you're saying that she had a hard time in certain instances because she was a female, or she had a hard time in certain instances because she was black. Under that particular guise that you're saying, then all things should be level.
Right, except there's evidence when people explicitly say, like we were just watching the video.
So to Flip's point, and I'm not shooting at you, I was using his hypothetical that if we are up here and it's evidence and it's over a period of time that this is X, then it's safe to say that X is the norm.
But you're using your example, and I feel a little.
I'm not even using Mel.
Okay, what I'm saying is let's take Mel off the table.
Data, whatever the data.
Let's say there's 5 dudes and 1 woman in another room. It's possible that woman just is not good at taking accountability, but that's not proof that women are bad.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not making any judgment about that situation because I don't know it.
I'm agreeing with that.
So all I'm saying is, if you look at human examples, because I've heard y'all criticize Joe, and I've heard y'all say Joe doesn't take accountability.
You don't.
Right, but you don't say dudes don't take accountability.
I didn't say the woman thing.
Never.
All right,
I said that.
Right,
I say people when it comes to a lot of shit.
Right, because that's my point.
I'm the lone dude that stands on sometimes, it's bad guys, it's bad women, it's bad white people, it's bad black people.
And that's all I'm saying.
I try to hold a lot of shit to the even standard. Like, it's bad people of all genders. So all of that shit across the board, I think it's a case-by-case basis.
And that's all I'm saying. So I'm not going to step out in the world and say black people or women or tall people or whatever have a thing, right?
You do, because you say white people have a thing.
The difference is it's not because they're white. It's not their whiteness. And that's the difference. There's nothing inherent about white people that makes them hate black people. But we live in a society that treats white people in a certain way and that privileges white people in a certain way.
You're pivoting.
I'm not. And I'm saying, and the evidence shows that there are differences, right? But I wouldn't just walk into the room and make a blanket assumption about a particular white person.
You're right.
You know what I mean? And anything about their white, it's not their inherent whiteness, right? But y'all are saying there's something about women, just by being women, that makes them, whoever's making this claim.
Say that, yeah, I said that.
Yeah. You are saying that there's something about women, just by virtue of being women, that makes them not accountable. Women, they're men in the world, they're women in the world, and the women are not accountable. And I'm saying, I don't believe that to be true.
Okay.
I believe that we look at accountability differently for different people.
Got it.
But I believe men and women are unaccountable. And you asked me earlier,
I agree.
Do women have a hard time being accountable? Sure, right? But I'm saying everybody does. So I could have said to you, you could have asked me, do Christians have a hard time being accountable? I would have had to say yes. If you said, do Muslims have a hard time being accountable? I would have had to say yes.
I agree with you.
Because I think that's human. But if you just focus on that subset, it makes it seem as, it's like if I said, do people from Queens have a hard time being accountable?
I agree with you.
You'd say yes, right?
I would say no.
Well, of course you would. But if I said, do women from the Bronx have a hard time being accountable? You'd say yes. But it's nothing about them being from the Bronx. It's just people. I'm saying, and I think that's all I'm saying. It becomes too much about women, I think, and not enough about people being bad in relationships.
I don't think Gregory Hines could step on the same field as you.
Savion Glover. None of them.